Hello, this is Sakari from OmniGeometry. In this video we are going to be showcasing how to use the layers functionality and what kind of different things you can do with the layers currently and how to use it efficiently. So here, like you can see, I have made a basic scene here, nice basic 6 number based scene. I like the number 6, it's beautiful. So here we can see the layer container, and in this scene, like you can see, we have 6 layers and layer 1 is selected currently. This number means multiple selection, so now we don't have any multiple layers selected. So the basic functionality is you can select multiple layers by holding down the shift key and selecting with the mouse like this. And now you can see we have 3 layers selected. Or you can use the keyboard with the shift and J and K. So the J and K are there to help you keep your fingers on the center keyboard row. So with shift and J and K you can select upwards and downwards more layers. Now I have all the layers selected. I can see all selected here in the layer info also. So this way I can J and K I can select the active layer, and then with shift J it selects upwards from here, and K selects downwards. So for example, if I want to select all these blue layers, I'm gonna choose this and shift K 3, and now I'm modifying only these blue layers here. Let's take it back with undo. So you can also use shift page up, page down to select. This also works for selecting the active layer. Or you can use if you're used to use holding your hand on the left side of the keyboard and wanna make it easier, you can use shift and A and Z. So this will also select. So you have 3 ways to select layers just to make it easy. And also with the space key, for example, now I'm adjusting this one layer. Let's put it somewhere nice like there. And now if I want to select all the layers, I press space key. So this will always space will toggle between current layer and all the layers, and this is multiple layers. So there's a bit of difference between, because we also have the shift space, which is modify all. This means shift space will always modify all the layers. Like I show you here, I select these 3 layers, and now if I select just with the space, select all, and now I copy these layers, it's only modifying the original layers I selected, not the new ones I copied. But with modify all, if I copy with modify all on, it will always modify. It will copy the layers and then select those for modification all. So there's a slight difference. Let's go back to the original state, and here, yeah. So what if, for example, what if I would like to just modify the blue layers and not the red ones or the pink ones? So I can do, for that there is a nice feature. So here I can clearly see that part of the layers are blue and part of red. But let's actually delete. I'll show you with a simple way. I delete like let's just have 6 layers here. So you can delete layers with Ctrl X, and now we have here these 3 layers that are blue. So one nice trick you can do is you can select these 3 layers and you're modifying only the blue ones, and then when you if I would like to easily switch to just modifying the red ones, because I know I only have blue ones and red ones and they're ordered in certain order. So now I can press Shift Control and that will reverse the active layer selection. So this will always reverse the layer selection. For example, if I have only this one selected, I press Shift Control, all the other ones will be now selected. So with this you can easily like isolate layers. So for example, if I wanna just adjust this one layer and then change all the other layers, I press Shift Control, and now I can just touch the other layers. So this is a nice way to isolate those layers, like Chuck Norris would say maybe. So anyway, and one other thing to keep in mind is multiple selection has this feature where if I select these layers and press toggle, and if I would have these two layers would have points, for example, drawn, but this one didn't, and I select this one as the active layer, and now I press toggle, what happens is not what you maybe expect. So these layers are not toggled, but they are all synchronized to the same toggle operation. So I can show this in more. So if this has the points or any other toggle option that you can toggle from here, that is toggleable. Yeah, anyway, then if I choose multiple layers and select this as the active, the state will be synchronized between them, so they will not be reversed. So this works differently in when you have modify all selected. So in this state, the toggle states will always be reversed. So this is just something to keep in mind also. And let's just toggle those off for now. And what else? So also, if I want to put these red ones, let's just maybe copy these. And I would just suggest in generally that how to make scenes, how to make nice scenes is to find a nice base form like these three layers that they look beautiful together, and then copy those shapes around and modify them a bit. For example, here I can change the line color. Let's make something maybe something white, and now I have a nice form, and I copy that again and then adjust a bit, and this way I would suggest you to try to find a nice shape. And this kind of like brings in the idea of fractality and repeating of the original expression of form. So this way they all the layers, they start to synchronize and they kind of connect to each other. And now, okay, I like this. I'm gonna save this. And now one other thing you can do with layers is bring them, arrange them in the scene. So for example, if I want to put let's fill this layer just to add some background there, just like fill like what would be a nice color like this, and let's make it, well, maybe that's not so nice, but yeah, this is also like an exploration always when you're working with these geometries. Oops, I want to export it. Anyway, yeah, I just want to show you that how to arrange the layers. So what if I would, now it's behind all these lines, so if I want to put it forwards, I'm gonna press actually I'm gonna press Control and J and K, no, Alt, yeah, Alt, and with Alt and J and K I can move this layer forward, so it will change its arrangement depth in the scene. And let's just delete that, it's not looking good. But you can do with this with multiple layers also. So if I select these two layers here and I want to move them upwards, I press Alt and J and K, or Alt and page down, page up. So this way you can arrange these layers to come on top of the other layers. Yeah, let's just remove those white lines, they may be not working. And Control X deletes layers. So now I can come back to the original form. And then we of course have, you can add new layers. So that's nice. So I save. I always also like to save when I find a nice form. So I can. The idea is to save a nice, like a base, and then I can look at it from a distance and copy again and start modifying and adding to that, and kind of like recurse on the same shape and try to find if I like something there. Sometimes I find something very nice, sometimes I don't. So, but if I would like to go back to the original, I can of course use undo. But many times I just like to load the scene again because maybe I've made some. It's just for me that's easier. But you can also of course use undo. And yeah, I think that's the basics of the layers. So I would suggest just if you're kind of like finding trouble in modifying your scene, I would suggest, like, for example, take this one layer and okay, make it nice, make it something you like, and start from a one layer. For example, this, or you can use different forms. For example, this. We can use this. And then copy that. You copy it, you change it, adjust it, maybe change the color a bit. Copy that again. And now utilize the selecting multiple layers modifiers and then copy those again, and then start finding what looks good. So this way it's easy to find the shape you're looking for. Many times it comes from just repeating the one simple form. So if you find yourself using tracing to trying to express something, I would suggest try to find it from the simplest form and copy that, and that way you can always export high resolution versions of the scene and so on. Because the tracing, of course, it's nice, but unfortunately it's a bitmap effect. So for example, this is fixed in resolution, we cannot scale this, but the form, these vector forms, we can always scale and export in its original resolution. But anyway, that was the short introduction to layers. Hope you got some good info from this, and keep on creating sacred geometry and expressing yourself with these shapes. This was Sakari, lead developer of OmniGeometry. Hope you're having fun with OmniGeometry, and feel free to contact us through Facebook, Instagram, wherever, or contact at omnigeometry.com to send us feedback and if you have some features you would like to see in OmniGeometry. Alright, this is Sakari signing off. Bye bye.